know, cost the performance of that. Oh my god, destroyed. What are you up against my bagged milk? Huh? Huh? That's right. Bagged milk in the flesh, baby.
I never thought that I would hear the words
Hell yeah.
flesh in the same sentence,
I'll be back.
but here we are.
I don't know what Clydesdale Budweiser is. Can I stop it? It doesn't really do much if I stop it. I gotta just run, I think. We're gonna run. Run. Hiya! You guys see that slide, though? Did you guys see that slide? Look at that. This is a weird game, I'm not gonna lie. Bye-bye. I know you guys like that play. I know you guys like that play a lot. Yeah.
I killed a heavy. I don't know how.
Oh my god!
But dude, that was crazy.
Holy!
I had that on my.
Look at us. Okay, certainly we can make it back, right? We're gonna get blocked here. Trust. Watch. 3, 2, 1. Oh. Never mind. Let me surprised. I hate everything. I hate everything. I would. That's the thing. If I could, I would.
I wish they changed this game up a little bit.
What would you like to see different?
If I could, I would love to see the grenades on the floor. Now I do think that you should have, like, let's just say,
oh! What's up, ladies and gents? Welcome in. Actually, you know what? I don't even need the screen. Wait a second. We're gonna go full cam for tonight's session. Let me put the chat on the bottom. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Congrats on first Evan, second Rach, third Shadow with a 7 stream streak, Patty with the resub, 29 months, tier 3. Thank you very much, good sir. Welcome back from your business trip. Shadow on the 7 stream streak. Mr. Eric, obviously being here with the quotes to start things off. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. We getting them out again, yes. So if you guys don't know, I did this type of stream maybe like 2 years ago, I would say, where I showed off my video game collection. I recently cleaned up like the utility closet that's next to me, and as a result, I took out all my video games. So I figured this would be the best time to just like show it off once again and see where we're at. Very much the same as last time. I don't think I really added much to the collection, but I have games spanning from the NES era to, like, I guess the Xbox 360 era, which is a little bit more modern. Yeah, we're just gonna be going through the games and just showing them off. Some things might bring back some memories for some of you, maybe not. Depends. I mean, I'm old, so I have lots to get through. What's up, Darcy? Welcome. So it should be fun. I mean, I don't know what the best way to do it is. I have a chair next to me here. I might just like take one container at a time. I do have Xbox One games as well, but those ones are somewhere else, and I don't really consider that all that retro. I mean, it's literally just like, what is it, last generation, I suppose, because I went to Xbox One to Xbox Series, so not really that retro. Even the Xbox 360, I mean, that's kind of arguable whether that's retro or not. I mean, it is old, I guess, at this point, but yeah, that is the game plan for tonight. It's rare that I'm not gaming while streaming. Usually I'm gaming 99.9% of the time, so yeah, where it's gonna get weird in here. It's gonna get weird. Did you change your FOV? I feel like I'm sitting on your lap. Oh, it's been a while, Patty, actually, now that you mention it, but maybe it's been, I want to say, about 3 weeks that I changed the angle. The angle used to be much higher, and I always found myself like looking up like this. So I was like, like it's too much of a tilt, too much of like a looking down. I wanted more angular. So like right now, it's like my monitor's here, the top of the monitor is here, and the webcam's like here. So I just look a little bit up, like, so yeah. Xbox One was barely a generation. I know, dude. Like, the Xbox One was butchered so badly that it's amazing that the Xbox brand continued to have any kind of reputation after that. So yeah, it did change a little bit. So it's a little bit more personable, if you will. And and I'm glad you feel that way. that is sort of the intent, in the sense of, well, not that I want everyone to be sitting on my lap, but in the sense in the sense of making it a little bit more like less distant, more close. Also, I never really use this camera angle right here. Like, I usually use, well, camera scene, I should say. I usually use this one half the time. So I guess you never really get like the full screen picture. Whereas with the full screen, it probably looks a little even more, up close. But anyways, how are you guys doing before we get started? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you had a good weekend. Patty, hope you had a good business trip. I don't know if anyone else got up to anything exciting this weekend. I'm trying to think. What did I do? Not much, honestly. Not much. My little one was being babysat, so literally took it easy. I did a lot of cleaning up, I guess. I watched a ton of Supernatural this weekend. Didn't really game too much this weekend. It was more Supernatural than anything else. I'm like at season 8, episode 13 or something of Supernatural. It's crazy that like, even though I'm at season 8 of that show, there's 15 seasons. So I still have another 7 to go after the season is over. How is that possible? That a show runs that long? But anyways, let's get started. I just have these 2 errant ones out here, so let me just start. Look at this. Does this bring back any memories? Like, not the game itself, but the Blockbuster video. The light's probably gonna get annoying. I might have to turn on the light a little bit because there's a bit too much of a reflection. It might depend on the case too. This is a little bit more reflective because it's got like a plastic sheet. But you guys remember the Blockbuster video? Well, Blockbuster. It says September 21st, 1994. September 21st, 1994. I have NHL 96 on the Sega Genesis. NHL 96. It's crazy. Dude, Holy chat! This is gonna be such a like fun trip down memory lane. Holy chat! American writers start making things happen if they are given any more than 5 seasons. I feel like that's probably the case for any show. I feel like it's tough to really maintain momentum for that long. Breaking Bad had what, like 6 seasons? I guess like they split season 5 and 2, and that was pretty solid. I feel like after you get past like the 5, 6, 7 season mark, it becomes tougher and tougher to like maintain that, especially because like a show like Supernatural, for example, where there's like shit going on all the time. It's like, how much can you continue to push the envelope and come up with new ideas and all that? It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. I don't know of any show that has gone beyond that I watched that I've enjoyed. Even Dexter, like Dexter was good for the first 4 seasons, and then like after that, it was kind of like, eh. The last couple seasons were horrible. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know if I ever showed you guys this. I think I did, but you guys ever hear of EverDrive carts? So EverDrive carts are really cool because they are essentially like cartridges. Yes, these are cartridges, but there's a flash. It's a flash card, the memory card here, that goes into the cartridge, and it's got all your ROMs and games and stuff, and you could put it into your N64 cartridge. And then once you put in your N64 cartridge, you can literally play and load up all the games. So it's so dope to be able to play on original gaming hardware. How much is that? So apparently there's EverDrives, and there's also summer carts, which are very similar. Summer carts are relatively new. The summer cart you can buy for like $100. I think this is more like 150, but which is still crazy good. That's Canadian too, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I know $100 for the summer cart Canadian is what it is. The EverDrive might be a little bit more expensive. I'm not sure, but it's crazy good because, like I said, if you think about an entire N64 library and what that would cost you, you could just buy one cartridge and, you know, tell the truth. Do you have GoldenEye back there? Yes. Hell yeah. I have GoldenEye. I have Perfect Dark. I literally have every N64 game in here. Every N64. I even have some NES games. You can play NES, actually, on this cartridge as well. Funny enough. It's so cool. How does putting games on it work? So you are responsible for finding the ROMs, which, if we're talking legally speaking, legally, you're only supposed to be using ROMs for games that you own. I'm just putting that out there. But you essentially just plug this in, memory card reader, which the Stream Deck, I'm not trying to link this back to the Elgato stuff, but the Stream Deck dock, USB dock, does have a memory card reader. So I just slot it in, and then I drag and drop my ROMs, put it in here, back on the N64, and we're playing. That's dope. When we need, grab one. They have it for N64. They have it for Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. They have it for like pretty much every console. I even have one for the Game Boy, which has like Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, the OG Game Boy. Yeah, it's crazy. And like I said, there's also the summer cart that have come out recently that have very much the same functionality at a cheaper price point. I'm not sure what the catch is. Maybe they're just able to produce it at a cheaper rate. Who knows? I know the guy that builds the EverDrives, he's based in Ukraine, and I know with like the situation in Ukraine, maybe things got expensive. I don't know. Freaking sockets, dude. The Jedi Patty was hilarious. In this particular crate, it looks like I just have some controls more than anything else. Let me bring the chair closer here. Bring the chair closer. Check this out. Check that out. Sheesh. I don't know if I do. There's no way I have battery, right? No, I don't have batteries. I was gonna say there's no way I have batteries, but yeah, Game Boy Color, the Pokemon Pikachu edition. Plus, look what's in the back. Look what's already in the back. Oh my god. You're triggering core memories. I'm glad. I'm glad, dude. It's crazy to think about. I don't have it anymore, I'm pretty sure. But also like the whole squiggly night lights that used to be able to put on the Game Boy Color came in handy. Because these screens were not really the greatest to look at, especially at dark, like at nighttime. So memories, man. Do you have a Game Shark? I do have a Game Shark. I have a Game Shark for the N64, and I have an Action Replay. You guys remember Action Replay for the GameCube? I think lying around somewhere. Here we have. This is all originals, by the way. This is not like reproduced or anything, by the way. This is just all original controls. The original Super Nintendo controller. I have a couple of those. Put that away. Oh man. Oh man, this is looking crusty, I'm not gonna lie. You got a whole ass museum. I have to, you know what I have to do at some point is actually take registry. I think at one point I did sort of like haphazardly put like a little bit of a registry together of what I had. I don't know if I have that Excel document anymore, but I probably should. Probably should, especially like in case, you know, I don't know, like a fire happens and I lose all my shit. Like it's probably worth conserving. But yeah, Sega Genesis controller. You can see how crusty it is too. Not gonna lie, when I was younger, I used to like sort of snack while gaming. So I think that's like, I think it's like ketchup barbecue chips. I'm sorry. Definitely needs a little wipe if I ever wanted to bring that back. To be honest, it's probably like not really the most responsive controller anymore. Sega, dude. I would say, like back in the Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis era, I was definitely more of a Sega guy. I have a lot more Sega games than I have Super Nintendo. But for Super Nintendo, I played the crap out of Super Mario World. I think I beat Super Mario World like a million times. I'm not even, I mean, I am exaggerating a little bit, obviously, but no joke. Like Super Mario World for me was the game I played all the time. All the time. One of the most ergonomic controllers ever created. It was nice, honestly. It was nice. I think you should play Young Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter series. I could see that. Sega was 100% better, but it was newer at the time. That's true. Yeah, I mean, wasn't the whole slogan that Sega had, Sega does when Nintendo don't, or whatever it was? At the time, that was kind of accurate for the most part, especially when it came to like graphics and Sonic, like showing off Sonic and how fast you could go with Sonic and everything. All right, let's put that away. What do we have next? What do we? Ooh, yeah, it's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be a mix of stuff. Yeah, it was a big jump. It was a big jump. Yeah, that's what the slogan was. It was literally Sega does when Nintendo don't, or Nintendo don't. I can't remember if it was like combined. I think it was Nintendo don't. Okay. I need to figure out a better system here. This up. You know what's crazy to think about is that I have so many boxes. I have so many boxes. Yeah, 32-bit was massive. 32-bit was massive. My God. Okay, I have some random Wii games here. New Super Mario Brothers. Mario Kart Wii. Oh, man. A couple other Wii games I'm not going to really like. Wii Fit Plus, Wii Play. Do you keep this in your office or is this a garage hall? So, I usually stream from the basement. I always stream from the basement floor. That's where my setup is. And on the basement, to my right here is a utility closet. And in the utility closet is where I have all these like cases in there because I never take them out. So I just put them in there and they just stay there stored. Yeah, Super Nintendo was 16-bit. but they also had certain games that could go up to 32-bit, I think, at the time. Maybe. Oh, dude. Dude, do you guys remember the Xbox magazine? Do you guys remember the Xbox magazine and the demos? The demos that would come with it? I have the demo discs. Look at that. July 2002. Disc number 8. Look at that. Whoa. That's insane. Yeah, I used to play a lot of demos because I used to get the magazine every month. Crazy Taxi 3. That It Smells Like Happiness. You know what's funny? I wasn't thinking I was going to smell that, but it literally, I can't explain it. It does have a smell like I remember it smelling from, like, it smelled like this when I got it. Like, it smells like it came from the magazine. I don't know how to explain it. It legit smells like that. Remember getting video games in cereal boxes? Yes. Even for like the PC, you get like PC games, right? Oh man, smell of nostalgia for real. Look at this. Wii Sports. I mean, that's not really as old, but still, Wii Sports. Remember when that came bundled with every Wii imaginable? I have some Xbox games here. And naturally the first two that are going to be here. Look at that. Look at that. Whee! My God, I had the steel box, the limited edition steel box for the Xbox of her Halo 2. So sick. So sick. The steel book, baby. Yeah, let me open that up, actually. Give me a sec. Let's have a look. This is generally a welcome back patty stream. The old people are sitting together and reminiscing. My favorite part of... Why are these upside down? Let me fix that. My favorite part of this, Darcy in chat, is like being able to go, like, you would buy a game, your parents would buy you a game, you sit in the back of the car, and you would open up the game, you would take the user manual, and you would just like read it in the car. You'd be like, oh my God, this is incredible. Oh my God, okay, this is how you do this, this is how you do that. Like, that's legit what it was. It's crazy. Look, I have the discs. Xbox Live. Limited collector's disc as well. I bought so many guides. I remember the guidebooks. I do. I think I only ever owned one guidebook. It was for Super Mario World back in the day. I think I got it as a present. And that came in handy because there was a world in Super Mario World, if you guys remember, where you had to fly like above the ghost castle in order to unlock like a secret hideout. Can I close this? Doesn't want to close now. Doesn't want to close. But yeah, those guidebooks were lit, man. I mean, just the literature. You guys remember the cheat codes books that used to be out also? Used to be able to like buy cheat codes. Scholastic. All right, I'm just going to go rapid fire. Because if I don't go rapid fire, we are going to be here forever. You guys don't understand. This is like one box out of 16. Out of 16. Were they called shark packs? I can't remember what they were. I mean, I know Game Sharks were like the actual devices, but there were also like cheat code books that would tell you what codes you had to put in. Because back then, obviously, like video games just had cheat codes. I never experienced any of this. My parents believe that video games are horrible. To be fair, I would say that video games in general had, and even I mean, today is a little less so because it's so prominent, but back then it was very new. Graphics, like especially in this era, like graphics were getting so good that people were very concerned that, you know, it'd be too realistic, and then kids are gonna get like think of doing bad things, even though we're literally watching movies we're not supposed to be watching. You know what I mean? So they were thick ass teeth, but they were huge. They were huge. All right, rapid fire. Dead to Rights. One of my I really enjoyed this game growing up. Well, growing up, it was literally a M-rated game, but I mean, I played it when I was young. I used to be able to control the dog as well, and the dog would get like ammo for you and stuff. It was like Max Payne with a dog. Blood Omen 2. Legacy of Kain. Blood Omen 2. Legacy of Kain, Defiance, which I think came out after Blood Omen 2, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure. Blood Rain. I don't know. I guess I had a thing with vampire stuff. These games were badass though. They were like action adventure games, you know? Man. What are you playing today? Dude, at this point I might as well pull out the old Xbox. I might play that. But tonight I'm not actually going to be gaming. I'm just going to be showing, because like I said, I have this whole collection. There's no way I'm going to finish. Like it's probably going to take me the full 3 hours to go through them all. I will be back on the finals tomorrow though. Finals tomorrow and Thursday for sure. Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex. He got that game for the which one? Blood Rain? Yeah, you're right. You're right. That was a teenager wolf right there. NHL Hits 2002, one of the best NHL games of all, like arcade style NHL games. I would still play this today, honestly. So good. So good. Here we go. Next batch. Prince of Persia. When Prince of Persia was actually a thing and good. Prince of Persia. This was the third one. This was the second one. I don't know where the first one is. I'm sure I have it somewhere. Call of Duty 2, the big red one. Wait, you have something against Lara Croft and Tomb Raider, Darcy? Star Wars, Obi-Wan. Ooh, this is a heavy hitter right here. That was an awakening for so many men. True, like the polygons. Unreal Championship. One of the kings of arena shooters. Ghost Recon. Island Thunder. 007. Everything or Nothing. Fusion Frenzy. The GOAT. They legit have to bring back Fusion Frenzy at some point, because this game was like arguably on par with like Mario Party games. All right, this is the last bit of this one. Just a regular FIFA soccer game, nothing crazy. Another soccer game. Kind of liked a lot of these sports games back in the day. Black. This game was one of my favorite games, honestly. One of my favorite games. I just hate her because she destroys things and gets people killed. Still waiting for Lego Party to go on a good sale. Maybe one day. Some of these games really don't go on sale, you know? It's crazy. Especially Nintendo games, forget about it. True Crime, Streets of LA. True Crime, New York City. This was the one that had Snoop Dogg in it. Also, like, this was a limited edition one too, funny enough. Exclusive Collector's Edition. I really like the True Crime games. These were like GTA, but with like a much more elaborate fighting. True Crime was ahead of its time, in my opinion. Spawn, Armageddon. My friend streamed Tomb Raider games a lot, some more recent ones, so I have had a lot of time to develop my hatred. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. What's up, Pengu? I have over 80 PS2 games that still work. Let's go, Neon. I think I have maybe not quite as many as that. I think I have like maybe 50 or 60. This was just a demo disc, funny enough, that I have here. I don't know where I got this, but it was like a demo disc that had 3 games in one. And I also had Xbox Music Mixer, because I used to have the microphone. I think I still have the microphone. Try out Xbox Live. Crazy. What's up, Pengu? Yeah, how is work? All right. Go next. I still have the original Doom with a paperback case. You can't beat that. That's sick. That's sick. OG Doom. Well, I have some OG stuff here. This is definitely a lot older. For some reason, I just have some random instruction bullet manuals here. NHL 94 Super Nintendo actual manual, Mario Paint. You just got a fat PS2? Oh yeah. Were you feeling nostalgic or what? Thank you. Need some games for it? I'm sure you could find like one of those, CDs that allow you to play multiple games in one. Was given to you for free. Oh, nice. You had 3 PS2s, Neon? I think I had like 3 N64s. Here are a couple of Sega games. One of my favorite games, possibly my favorite Sega Genesis game of all time. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, baby. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. So good. So good. They also work after those years? Yeah. Streets of Rage 3? I don't know if I have Rage 3 or Rage 2. I'm sure I have one of them, though. Those were goated. Those were goated, Mac. Welcome in, good sir. Sonic and Knuckles. I think the coolest thing of like the Sonic era, I have these all like in covers and stuff, but was being able to take the cartridge of Sonic and Knuckles, put it in, and then take Sonic 3 or even Sonic 2 or even Sonic OG, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and put it on top of it. And you'd be able to have like Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Sonic 2 and Knuckles. It's insane. Insane. Here are some Super Nintendo games that I had as well. Super Slapshot. This was my favorite hockey game at the time. Very good. Freaking awesome, actually. Sonic Classics, which had Sonic the Hedgehog, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I, of course, also have Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Oh, man. Like, it's crazy to think that I have all these games. Someone's going to give me an Xbox old one, but I said no because I felt guilty taking it? No. Did not have enough room in my car anyways to take it home, but still, regrets. I'm sure you could find, like, especially if you're talking about, like, OG Xbox, fairly cheap. Then again, who knows? WWF, Royal Rumble. WWF, a Royal Rumble. WrestleMania. World Series of Baseball. World Series Baseball, but 95. I gotta show off the goats. I gotta show off the goats. You ready for the goats? Dude, it's so tough with the light. Super Mario World. You have a 360 for Batman Arkham Origins. Nice, nice. Yeah, I still have my 360 as well. A famous game, yes, yes. I am in my Cash Crisis era at the moment. You know, you'll get out of it, and then next thing you know, you're have more money, but you're also working more hours. It gets better. It gets better, is what I'm trying to get at. Somewhat. Donkey Kong Country. Another heavy hitter right there. Donkey Kong Country and Super Mario World are probably like the top 2 games, I think, for the SNES era. I feel like they had to be. I feel like they had to be. Dude, Donkey Kong Country was so fun. It was so good. And not only that, but Donkey Country was a blast. Donkey Country 2 was a blast. Donkey Country 3, when they introduced Trixie, was also a blast. Like, they did not miss. They did not miss. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Where do you keep this all year round? So I essentially keep them stored in my utility closet, which is right next door to me. Which is right next door. So, yeah, let me actually take a quick picture. There's a cat here too, so even better. Even better. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. No, that's not the right picture. So, essentially, let me zoom in. Essentially, this door right here, behind there is like another room of sorts, and that's where I store it. That's where I store it. It takes up like half the room. It's not really like a room. It's more, like I said, like it's more like a utility closet of sorts. So it's not like the most spacious, but it literally stores like half my video games, or all my video games just takes up like half the room. I miss having a basement, dude. Having a basement is so nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's nice to like be able to, for a number of reasons, but like even right now for me, if I didn't have a basement, I don't know how I would stream reliably, because I would just keep the little one awake all the time. Like, it just would not be possible. Huge closet, small room. Yeah, pretty much. But like, it's not. It's just like an extra area where you just put stuff in, I guess, if you will. It's not really like a. It's not a dedicated room for anything, I suppose. Oh man. Oh man. These are the goats of the PS2 era right here. Well, there's a lot of good games for PS2 era, but Jack and Dexter, baby. Jack and Dexter. Jack 2. Jack 3. I never had. So I have a PS1, funny enough, but I think I had like 2 games on it. I never really got the PS1 equipped with video games. I was more into the N64 at that time, so didn't really work out. Dude, Time Crisis. Time Crisis. Sly is also a go to the PS2 era. I think I do have Sly. I think I do have Sly. Let me see. Oh. First of all, my favorite game of all time, Okami. It has since been re-released on like every platform imaginable, remastered and everything, but it first came out on the PS2. It was one of the last PS2 games to ever come out. Speaking of goats, though. Speaking of goats, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. How about a little Metal Gear Solid? A little Metal Gear Solid? Ooh. I have the third one as well. Grand Theft Auto, naturally. Grand Theft Auto. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that game. Yeah, that game. That game. Kingdom Hearts has a long history. Don't forget Final Fantasy X. Where's Vice City? I do have Vice City as well. I think I have it in a different stack. What's up, Axion? I'm going through my collection. You're gonna be filled with boxes soon. All right, give me a sec, guys. One sec. I don't need the. But the thing I get. All right, we're back. Whew. Boss have made mods redundant. Truly, yes. Everybot is goated. All these games Wolf never finished. I finished like 99% of these games. Trust me, it was a simpler era where Wolf didn't have nearly as many responsibilities. Oh man, Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry. Bully, which was like Grand Theft Auto essentially, but in a school setting. Anybody remember Time Splitters? I have witnessed the same stream before. Am I in the Matrix? You are correct, Eric. You are correct. Some people haven't experienced this stream. And like I said, I figured I might as well because this was a result of me like cleaning up the utility closet. So figured why not? I have the boxes out. Might as well. Might as well. I have the first one. I don't think I ever played the first Time Splitters. I only played the second one. All right, more boxes incoming. Come along with me, Hoarder Edition. Listen, you're not gonna give up video games that easily, right? I'm just saying. Especially like these ones. Like I don't know, some of them are definitely worth more than others. I think there's one Sega Genesis game that's called Mutant League Hockey, which was one of my favorite ones. And if I go to pricecharting.com, which is a website that gives you value of games, let me see, Mutant League Hockey. Mutant League Hockey, complete in box, not even new, complete in box, $180 Canadian. $180 Canadian. Chris with the resub. What's up, Chris? Thank you for the 42 months. Welcome in. Welcome in. Cash in. I don't know. Maybe I hold off until it becomes worth like 1,000. Who knows? Good on, good sir. Welcome in, retro enthusiast. We are going through memory lane at the moment. Yeah, I'm literally going through my video game collection. I cleaned out the utility closet, and have all these games that are out here. Such as Power Rangers the movie on the Sega Genesis. Sheesh. Your stuff is well maintained, at least in case you ever want to cash in. Yes, I definitely took great care of it. Even when I was collecting everything, I was making sure that I got like plastics for everything and all that jazz. So like all my instruction manuals are in plastics, and I definitely take care of my stuff for sure. You have the Game Gear one. I never had a Game Gear. Never had a Game Gear. I heard Game Gear back in the day had like crazy bad battery. Like it didn't really last long. It looked like a fun system, and it was supposed to be like a competitor to Game Boy, but never really like took off compared to Game Boy. You need to watch this movie, please, dude. The Power Rangers movie, like the OG Power Rangers movie, was so good. That and the like original Pokemon movie, some of like the OG movies are fantastic. Fantastic. All the games are out. Hopefully it never comes to that, but you know, I guess at some point it kind of has to go, I guess. I don't know, like I can't keep this forever. I don't know if anyone will remember this game, but this was my favorite, like one of my favorite games back in the day, Road Rash. Road Rash 3. You literally did races and motorcycles while beating people up. They used 6 AA batteries, but it was backlit in full color. Okay, so it definitely had a little bit of a leg up on the Game Boy. I do not have a Virtual Boy, no. No. The Game Gear was ahead of its time. I felt the same way with the Dreamcast, which I do have, by the way. I felt the same way with the Dreamcast. Like, the Dreamcast was definitely ahead of its time, and it just did not take off. Which font are you talking about, Darcy? And the batteries lasted 27 seconds. Sega was always ahead of their time. Yeah, like I said, even with the Dreamcast there, you know? Correct mobile user? I don't know what font. Is there a new font on the mobile? Yes. This is the game that, according to pricecharting.com, is worth $180 Canadian. And it was also one of my favorite hockey games to ever play back in the day. Mutant League Hockey. Look at that bad boy. Look at that bad boy. My Twitch is on Comic Sans now? That sounds weird. Saturn to PlayStation a whole year before. Yeah, that might be why the Saturn didn't take off, though. I don't know. I mean, there's multiple reasons why the Saturn like didn't really take off, I guess, but yeah, it felt like they were ahead of their time, but they just like missed the mark every time somehow. Except the Genesis. The Genesis definitely held up and did like, you know, some real good console share stuff. Capture card the consoles and load them up, dude. I do have the consoles, but like I would need an old school capture card because yeah, we need an old school capture card. There's just no way for any modern capture card to hook them up. I would need an OG Elgato capture card, which I gave to my brother because I know that one had like the AV stuff on it. So many games, so many games. Got you on a setup. DM later. Sounds good, Chris. Thank you for the 10 stream shake, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And an adapter, true, yeah, because you would definitely need an adapter, capture card setup. Like, yeah, it'd be it's an option. It's an option. Oh, this next box isn't really quite as retro. It's the Xbox 360, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on this one. But like, you know, we got our Max Payne 3. I pretty much have like all the Assassin's Creed here. I'm not even kidding. Like all of them. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition. Do you have a more recent Elgato capture card? I have the Elgato Wave, not Wave, the Elgato Neo capture card. Yeah, I do. Halo Combat Evolved. Well, yeah, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. Kind of funny because perfect timing. I mean, we have the Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition, and we have Halo Combat. What is it? What are they calling it now? Combat. Why am I blanking? Evolved? No, not Evolved. What are they calling it? Sell it? What are they calling it now? The new one that's supposed to be coming out. Does anyone remember? I don't even know where my phone is. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Campaign Evolved. Thank you. You should count all these and then how many digital ones you have across platforms. Yeah, digital ones are definitely a bigger thing ever since I moved over to PC. Because even when I was on the Xbox One, Xbox Series is when things changed a little bit, I would say. But on the Xbox One, I definitely still bought a lot of physical games. But I would say it was about like 50-50 back on the Xbox One. Before that, it was all physical for me. All physical. Drecky with the 35 stream streak. Thank you, Drecky. Welcome. We are going through a little bit of a show and tell. Starting with Halo Combat Evolved. Well, I'm not starting with. We've gone through a bunch, but here's Combat Evolved. I also have Gears of War. My personal Call of Duty GOAT. My personal Call of Duty GOAT. Right here. Did I miss the SNES bucket? I think I went through most of them. I think the SNES are done. Sega Genesis are mostly done. I have some N64 coming up. 35, those are rookie numbers. What are you at on Axion? I wonder if you have Minecraft for the 360. I do not, Neon. I never played Minecraft. I never got into Minecraft. But yeah, I was not kidding about Assassin's Creed, by the way. The best game. I can't do survival stuff. I really can't. Like survival crafting stuff is just not for me. Google sell them all. I have a feeling these are probably not worth as much as like, you know, Sega Genesis, SNES, and 64 games, you know. Maybe some of them are, but most of them, eh. I have some other games as well, but those are like the heavy hitters, I guess, for the 360 era. Whip AC, shame it's dead. What happened to your Whip AC as in Air Canada or air conditioning? What? Oh, Assassin's Creed. Duh. My bad. Assassin's Creed. I was like, wait a second. Well, Assassin's Creed, they are apparently coming out with a Black Flag remake, I think, which is probably going to be very popular because Black Flag was a very, very, very good. Skull with a resub. 12 months with a Prime sub. Let's go. I got to fix that. I got to fix that. Oh, thank you, Skull, for the year. Holy. Holy chat. Yeah, if you guys didn't notice, I changed the emote prefix. So it's no longer Omni C5. It's just Omnis with a C. It ends at the C. So it's a little bit shorter. A little bit shorter. I don't have my IEMs plugged in, so I can't tell what sounds are playing, but I'm hoping you guys are enjoying it. Let me actually go fix that real quick while I'm here. Let me go fix that. Chatbot, modules, chat alerts. Oh, yes, it's here. It's here. That's where it is. Ah. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. I'm just going to fix this real quick. There's 4 of me. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Fix that. Thank you again, Skull. How you been? Hope you're doing well. That is the one annoying thing about, like, I changed my prefix emote, and as a result, I have to change it everywhere. But I figured might as well shorten it if I can, so here we are. Here we are. Almost done. Almost done. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, we should be good. We should be good. Push him. I don't have any room. I don't have any room. Wait, hype train got started. Let's go. Level 2 hype train. Sheesh. It's one of those hype trains where you guys are yapping and yapping and yapping and it works out. Okay. Thank you for the hype train. Or level 1 hype train, never mind. I might have to put a pause on the push-up redemption just because there's literally no room to do them in right now. Unless I do them off screen, but then that's not really going to be the same thing, I think. So I will have to pause for now. I will have to pause. I apologize. Patty with the 10 gifted. Okay, Patty, I see you. Wow, OMG. Laura will confirm. Laura's too busy working. Push-ups in the closet. Patty, thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Absolutely insane. Level 4 hype train from level 1 to level 4. Let me catch up with the chat, dude. Patty's 10 gifted just pushed the chat all the way up. This guy so unthoughtful. Imagine. Thank you again, Patty. No, I really do appreciate it. Xbox achievement, Xbox shill. It's on me, I swear. Now you can show us 4 games at a time. I don't know if that works that way. Wrestling drama that is screwing us over with a building and the amount of people we can hold? Oh no. Is it getting resolved, Skull? Ashley, welcome, welcome. Push-ups in the closet is wild. I can't do it in the closet either because, like I said, it's pretty constrained, and also that is where the cat litter box is located, so I probably don't want to be doing push-ups there, if we're being honest. But thank you again for the level 4 hype train. Thank you guys. Thank you for the, dude, like, how many things happened in a row there? We had Chris with the resub, Scott with the resub, and Patty with the 10 gifted. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't do it in the... It's true, though. Was trying to get my renewal for Game Pass and can't find the cards anywhere. I have a weird feeling they expect everyone to have a credit or debit card, but I found a glitch to use rewards. A lot of it is more digital these days, I think, but you can still find codes. I seem to find them in stores. Maybe it's regionally a regional thing. Maybe. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you. Dude. I'm thrown off now by that. What the hell? Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Perfect. Was Blockbuster Video a good movie? It was an excellent establishment, Crappy. It was an excellent establishment. Oh, the shipping you playing? Let's go, Ashley. So it didn't end up being a big issue. I'm glad they turned that around. Some good customer service. Thank you guys again for the level 4 hype train. Choo choo. Choo choo. Ooh, okay. This one's a mix. This one's a mix of GameCube and N64. Gonna take 2 weeks. Gotcha. Movies by mail. I never did movies by mail, but they did have some services like that, right? Wasn't one of them called like GameFly or something? That might have been video games from in mail, but they had like a GameFly service. There were a few of those. Remember when Netflix was the niche version of Blockbuster? I do. Yeah, for a brief moment of time. For a brief moment that was called Netflix. I think we just have to play it out. We usually fit 400 to 475, kept at 250 because some deathmatch company ran and some fan stabbed a wrestler. Holy, what? That sounds like chaos, Skull. Thanks by pay. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully it's just a redesign because I just spent like 150 to get my Game Pass back. Yeah, Game Pass is super expensive these days, so it could also be the fact that they are more expensive and they change their pricing, so maybe they got to change the physical cards as well, and that probably takes some time. I don't know. Pepperidge Farm remembers. When did I get mods? Recently. I think I did it off stream. I was also in a very similar situation as you, Chris, where I was like, I need a couple spots, and I was like, well, Chris makes sense as a mod, so 375? Okay. Well, 375 at least is not as far off as 275, but still, that's annoying. Up until last year, Netflix still offered movies by mail. Really? Wolf did not do that because he needed to buy the Horde. Well, the fact that I have a Blockbuster video... The fact that I have this right here, I mean, like, I don't know how I ended up with this. How did I end up with an actual Blockbuster thing? Sheesh. Oh, this one's for you, Chris, by the way, too. Little EverDrive cartridge that has every N64 game in it. Every N64 game in it. New mod hazing when mod in a banner. don't get too powerful. Don't get it over your head there. Your parents or acquaintances were charged a hefty fee. I may have also gotten it when Blockbuster went out of sale, to be fair. Like went bankrupt. Possibly. Have a good night, Ashley. Have a good night. Scott, welcome in. Hello, Scott. Actually, thank you for stopping in. Glad to hear the paint situation has been resolved. Yes, it was a blood. This is not fake. I mean, I wrote over it with a Sharpie there because I think I changed cartridges or something. But yes, this is a legit, like, 7 nights. I mean, this is French, obviously, but 7 soirées pour. So 7 nights rental for $4 Canadian, which was like $3 for US. This is a legit Blockbuster. It was supposed to be baseball. LaRussa Baseball 95, but it's actually Hockey 96. I don't know. He's on for real. Stop it. He stole that? No, I think, like I said, I think it was legit. I think it was legit, like a going out of sale, bankruptcy sale, you know? I think. But I cannot be sure. It may, in fact, be stolen. I do not have any recollection. But you know what was cool about these? Sell it. But you know what was cool about the Blockbuster cartridges? Like, in the back, kind of hard to tell. But you see all this writing? This is actually like the because they didn't have instruction manuals with the game at Blockbuster. They would just put the instruction manual, like how to play it and the information about it, in the back of the Blockbuster thing. Most valuable item in your collection? That's a tough one. I'm not sure. I just spoke about how I had a Sega Genesis game that was worth $180, but I feel like I have some other heavy hitters. I do have a Dance Dance Revolution, Mario Edition, GameCube, dance pad thing that's super rare too, apparently. Especially like complete in box and stuff, but I'm not entirely sure. Probably some N64 games. Maybe. I'm not sure. That's a good question. Yeah, a lot of these things are definitely worth something. I would say a lot of maybe the Xbox 360 games or PS2 games are like meh. Like some of them are heavy hitters, like once again, but a lot of them are, you know, things you could probably just buy for relatively cheap, I would say. But more so like the N64, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, NES era, like those games definitely sell for more than I would say PS2, Xbox 360 era, which makes sense because it is older and everything. Which makes sense. This was my favorite, my first edition Charizard. So funny enough, my Pokemon cards, I think my sister has them. Funny enough, so hopefully she's still taking care of them, but she has them, not me. Not me. I had some pretty good cards too, so hopefully she did them well. I can't remember why she kept them. I can't remember why I gave them, but I probably messed up there. I probably messed up. My favorite GameCube game or soccer game ever is probably Super Mario Strikers. Dude, Star Fox, for my Star Fox fans, this was Star Fox Assault. Probably. Yes, we are sharing retro games. Finality. How's it go? What's going on? Welcome in, good sir. Yeah, Star Fox Assault. This was actually pretty fun. I really enjoyed Star Fox Adventures, I would say, on the GameCube. Super Smash Brothers. Ultras with the resub. What's up, Ultras? A lot of resubs coming in tonight. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I guess it's that time of the month. The time of the month. Thank you, Nicole. Appreciate it. Welcome to Retro Night. Yeah, that's probably, yeah. All right, well, you know, I kind of failed when I'm, yeah. I'm gonna duck away now. This is the Dance Dance Revolution Mario mix, by the way. I have the actual dance mat and everything in my utility closet. How about this one, though? Added to the quote list. Someone has to, surely. Bionicle Heroes on the PS2. I never had that game, Finality. Never did. Yes. Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I'm still shocked that they never released this outside of the GameCube. Like, it was an only for GameCube game. Only for GameCube. And this was such a good rendition, remake of the OG Metal Gear Solid. OG. Star Fox Assault was good, but it wasn't Star Fox 64. I agree. Yes. 1000%. My heart. Isn't it coming in August? Is it? Is the OG Metal Gear Solid being remade? I'm not sure. If it is, I missed that. Gotta have your trusty Paper Mario. Hey, Kyle. Oh, man, I lost my voice there for a second. What's going on, Kyle? How are you? Good to see you. Hope life is treating you well. I know it's been a while. New Star Fox this summer? Ooh. It's in the MGS Collection Volume 2? Oh, I did not know that. I'm guessing it's like a Switch 2 game, Chris? Matt? What's going on, Matt? You're not playing Marathon right now? What the hell? There are times where you're not playing Marathon? I've seen you on the grind. Gotcha. It's one of the, it's weird for me. I feel like I don't get invested with the Switch anymore. It's been a long time since I've been invested on the Switch. I also don't have the Switch 2. And it's like, oh man, like with Nintendo, it's one of those things where I would pick it up for what, 1 or 2 games a year, and it's like, taking a rest night. Gotcha. Not feeling the best. Okay, feel better, Matt. Feel better so you can get back on the marathon grind. But welcome to the stream. We're just going through memory lane at the moment. Speaking of memory lane, let's talk about 1999 game of the year, Ocarina of Time, baby. Ocarina of Time. Sheesh. Hell yeah. Man. Like, whew. Good times. Good times. Player's choice, million seller. I was pretty good about that, Patty. I was pretty good about that. I was very much meticulous. This was my favorite wrestling game, WWF No Mercy. You have that one for Game Boy? Oh, was there a version for Game Boy? I know there was like a DS version. I don't know if there was a Game Boy version. Was there? Only Mario 64 was close to me. You mean this guy? You mean this guy? This guy right here? Sheesh. Right? Wee. Speaking of Chris, little Star Fox 64 action. This is how you know Wolf makes millions a year? No. Like I said, this is all from back then. This is all from back then. I didn't these are not recent purchases. These are all purchases of the 90s. Like, well, now it's like it's crazy to think how much value these games have now. Although even back then, like these were pretty expensive. The N64 games were expensive. They usually were more expensive than the PS1 because the PS1 was on discs and these were on cartridges that were harder and more expensive to develop on. I think it may have just looked similar in the box art. The Game Boy, it's just a game I have is Oh yes, Link's Awakening. I know was on the Game Boy for sure. For sure. All right, let me show off these last two here, and then we'll switch to another box. Ooh. A little Pokemon Stadium plus Super Smash Brothers. This is still like, despite the fact that Super Smash Brothers has been very good on like GameCube and whatnot, and like Melee and all that. There's something about the N64 version of it. There's something about the N64 version that is still my favorite. Still my favorite. Like to this day, Captain Falcon for me on the N64. Oof, so good, so good. This is a crazy flex. Yeah, I should have just called this a stream flex session or something. But yeah, 50. I saw your comment, Mac. $50. Yeah, I got you. No, but all these games were, like I said, purchased back in the 90s, and they were pricey, and I would often like beg for these games and slash like ask for an allowance and take out garbage so I could actually buy them, because they were definitely expensive back in the day, which is crazy to think about because these were like some of these games I remember buying like $90 Canadian back in the day. And now video games are about that after tax here in Canada for full price games. So that means that these games, if they were inflated, would be like double that. Today, this would cost like $180 Canadian if I wanted to buy it in store, you know? You could have said double it and give it to the next one. Quadruple it. eBay storefront purge. You know what's funny about eBay is that eBay, I don't know if it's the same thing in the US, but in Canada, it was a few years ago where eBay changed, and now when you buy something on eBay, you actually have to pay taxes on it, which is crazy. You know you can pay your house with all this? I wouldn't go that far. I think I had done like a price charting thing back in the day. I can't remember what it was worth though. It was definitely worth, you know, a good chunk for sure. But been like that here in the US for years. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember when it was introduced here in Canada, but it's definitely been like that. So I mean, I'm glad it's sort of like a parody thing, and you know, I guess it exists on both ends, but kind of annoying. Stay up tonight, review the VOD and spreadsheets. Surely it's 5 figures. Yes, I would say so. Because I remember doing like a sort of high level thing, and I think it was like at least the 10 grand mark, but it's yeah, it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I gotta fix that command too. Ah, man. You change one prefix on an emote and everything doesn't work anymore. Okay. I sold stuff on there and they take money too. It's crazy the double and triple dipping in this economy, you know? All right, I have to go lug another set of boxes. I'll be back in a sec. You need to insure this shit? I feel like I definitely, oh my god. I feel like I definitely have to, at some point, take the time, truly document all this. And because I had done like a high level once before, but it's not enough. And I don't even know where that is anymore. The slide doesn't want to turn off. There we go. Why is that extra bright? I think it looks extra bright just because I have myself on full screen versus like in a small box. So it probably doesn't look quite as bright when I'm in the small webcam box as opposed to this. In Ohio, they're trying to get rid of property taxes and make everyone have 20% on it. Interesting. Well, you're up. I paused the redemption because, like I said, it's kind of going to be a mess back here. Kind of be a mess back here. But yes, you're absolutely right, Patty. I probably should take that into consideration. I don't know what I have it. I just have like a rock band pedal on that one. Let me just close this one. It's not pretty much. All right, here we go. Here we go. Do on the boxes plank style push-ups. See, the boxes got wheels. They're probably gonna move. But here we go. More N64 goodness. How about a little GoldenEye? The goat. The goat. That being said, to be fair, this game was better in pretty much every single way. It was. I do find myself going back to GoldenEye more than I do Perfect Dark, but Perfect Dark was better in every single way. Jeff, where's Pokemon Puzzle League? I never had Pokemon Puzzle League. I had Pokemon Stadium. I had Pokemon Snap, which I might have here. Yeah, I do have Pokemon Snap here. Here's Pokemon Snap. Why PvP is the way we have it now? I know. I'm sorry, Jeff. I'm sorry. I couldn't have everything. What's going on, Jeff? How's your evening going? Welcome to the retro stream. This. Oh. Oh. All right. Well, first we have obviously Mario Kart here. Little Mario Kart action. He could what? But also, Gammer, welcome in, Gammer. There's the Game Shark. You guys can now say Wolf has been a confirmed cheater since 1999. Yeah, the wifey's working in the back right now, Mac. That's why I told her. I said, watch out, because I'm going to be... Okay. Because I'm going to be putting boxes behind her. I knew it, hacks. Hacks. What's going on, Gammer? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the retro. Listen. Back then, it was just a fun little way to inject cheats into a video game, you know? Nothing more, harmless fun. All right, I'm gonna ask something real serious now. Real serious. Which one did you guys prefer back in the day? If you guys were playing back in the day, which racing game was superior or more fun? The one you enjoyed, Mario Kart 64 or Diddy Kong Racing? There is zero debate. Diddy Kong is not even close. I'm not gonna lie. I agree. Although I genuinely find myself more nostalgic for Mario Kart 64. Like, if I have to pick one to play now, right now, I tend to pick this one, although this was superior in every single way. I would say this was superior in every single way. We own Mario Kart 64, so renting DK Racing the Blockbuster was peak dope. If you guys haven't seen it, here's a OG Blockbuster video box. OG. So I'm writing on it, but that came directly from Blockbuster. I also have a bunch of the Mario parties here. Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis was absolutely goated. 64 era was everything. I traded all my positions to go back. 64 was easily the best era, in my opinion, but also slightly biased because I guess that was like, you know, I was in prime elementary school, vibing out, chilling, having friends, cousins, family, all coming over, playing games, GoldenEye, split screen, you know, like the whole experience of it all was very different. The internet was like, you know, a thing that had just started out, was still in its infancy. It was an exciting thing to create a web page. I'm sure we all remember like the first web page we ever created of our own. Well, I say all. Well, people that grew up in that era that were old enough. A lot of the younglings, maybe not, but Mario Kart 64 was basic compared to DK Racing. Yes, yeah, I agree. It was definitely more basic, more simple. But there was still like it was still a very good game, and it still had a lot of charm to it, you know? I even have this GoldenEye too. The sequel, which was fun. It was a good game. Didn't enjoy it as much as the OG GoldenEye, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. Okay, let's see. How did I have this? Good night. You're heading off. Okay, sounds good. Anyway, I have my space again. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. We're good. I got my chair back. Perfect. Take me home. to the place. I never owned Donkey Kong 64 though. Speaking of Donkey Kong, I did rent it and play it a ton, but I never actually owned it. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Did you have Banjo-Kazooie? Yes. I think. It might be in another box. Otherwise, I'm misremembering. Because I definitely did play a bunch of Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie as well. So good. So good. We are officially in the Dreamcast era with the best Sonic game of the modern 3D era. Sonic Adventure 2, baby. So good. So good. Sonic Adventure, the OG. Spawn Armageddon, which was a little bit of a random game, but it was really fun. Actually, really enjoyed it. Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament. Let me open this up real quick. My God. My God. Look how clean that was. Look how clean. My God. So clean. It was actually after. It was after the N64 and PS1, but right before the Xbox and PS2. So it was like a weird middle, and it should have been more popular than it was. It was like the first console I think that had any kind of internet connection. I also had Quake 3 Arena, which apparently cost me $29.99 Canadian. That's what the yellow sticker says. You guys can't see it because of the light, but $29.99. I have this random Blockbuster video. I have another random Blockbuster video Toy Story game for the Dreamcast here. Oh, September 2001. Oh my God. September 5th, 2001. September 5th. Wow. Wow. They got curd stopped by the goats. Yeah. It didn't. You know what's funny is that the Xbox came out, what, 2001 or 2002 now? 2001, right? November 2001? Like, the Dreamcast had some time before the Xbox and the PS2 came out, but it just never picked up steam, unfortunately. Play Sound 19. 19 is THX. God damn it. I saw a DVD. Ah, that's right. Thankfully for tonight, the sound effects are all yours, because I don't have anything plugged into myself, so I can't hear anything. I know, THX really is the loudest. And you know what's funny is that I've reduced it. Like, the OG THX was super loud. I mentioned the EverDrive cartridges, by the way. These are the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo versions. If you guys weren't here for that, EverDrive cartridges are cartridges that allow you to play essentially like the entire library of a game. So here is the Sega Genesis one. It's literally a mini memory card here that has all the Sega Genesis games. Similarly, Super Nintendo cartridge, same thing. Same thing with the SD card and everything. I don't have Crazy Taxi or Jet Set Radio. No, those were games that I rented and never bought. Unfortunately, those are the best. Yeah, those were literally the best games that came out of the Dreamcast. I was more like a Sonic Adventure kind of guy, you know. Like that's pretty much like my go. That was my go-to game. Plus a couple others here and there. How about Simpson Hit and Run, dude? That was PS2 classic right there. Don't mind the stickers. I don't know why I put the stickers on this. I was a kid. Don't forget. Sega. Sega was rumored to remake them. They should. They should. If you need help, read the owner's manual thoroughly before you connect your system. If you have any difficulty, you need a service call. Call the 1-800-USA-SEGA. But dude, Sega Genesis, baby. Cartridge in here. Press play. Oh, that's the reset, actually. Place here. I put this here. But wait, there's more. It's crazy. It's crazy how the SNES, like 95% of them, over time with the sun and everything, oxidization, just became like this two-tint yellow gray instead of just gray all around. Wolf confirmed American, yeah. But dude, it's crazy. Like this was one of the only consoles back in the day that did this. I don't know why. The materials they used, I guess. I've only seen two that don't have it. I think after a specific model, they don't have it. Like there's another version of the Super Nintendo that I'm pretty sure doesn't get it. But these OG versions, yeah, they have it. They have it. I can smell it, dude. You know, I just took a big sniff, and I did the same thing earlier when I was talking about the Xbox game discs. But it smells. I can't explain it. It literally smells from that era. Thankfully, my grandmother didn't smoke. My grandparents, yeah, neither of my grandparents actually did smoke, but at least not while I was around. But dude, like, I don't know how to explain it. It's conserved that scent. It's conserved that scent. When I was a kid, there was a Dreamcast at my grandparents' house that used to belong to my cousin. My favorite games to play on it were Power Stone and Sarge's Heroes. Dude, Sarge's Heroes was a good game too. That was on N64 as well. I think that's where I played it. Was Army Men's Sarge's Heroes on N64. But dude, the fact that you had a Dreamcast at your grandparents' house is actually kind of sick. Kind of sick. Hardcore memories. Smells like nostalgia. It just might be, at this point, it might just be me, Jeff, making this up. You know, I might be sniffing things and be like, oh man, like that's how it used to smell. Whereas it smelled like something completely different. But yeah, I don't know why. I don't want to say I could smell this all day, but it doesn't. It's not like repulsive. It doesn't smell bad. It just smells of that scent. Oh man, good times, simpler times. That plastic does have a smell. Do you have a Super Nintendo, Mac? You still have one? I wonder what we're gonna smell 30 years from now? Like, us as humans? Oh, what things we own? Okay. I was like, hopefully decent. Hopefully decent. But no, I know what you mean. And you know what's crazy? Just think about, like, you know, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, that's 30 years old. You know, even at this point, the N64 is getting close to 30. Which is crazy to think about. The N64 is getting close to 30. So, like, I mean, even in the Xbox and PS2 at this point as well. N64 is practically 30 years old. Practically 30 years old. But yeah, it's crazy to think about that in another 30 years, like, that's going to be 60 years old right there. You know? PS2, PS3. I did have a PS3 momentarily. I remember selling that because I just never got enough use out of it. SP and 3DS, like Game Boy SP. We use Zelda and a Sega. Nice. 64. Everything is digital or breaks in 3 years now. Yeah, we don't own anything today. Like, what was nice about this era, and this might be just the nostalgia or the old man talking to me, but you own this. I own this. I can pop in. I can plug in my Dreamcast, put Sonic Adventure 2 in it, and play. That's something that I can do. Whereas today, you own something digitally, in the fine print and whatnot, you own the license to play it. Which this license can be like, it's not irrevocable. It could be revoked. It could be at some point this game no longer is yours to own, you know? Hard to sniff Game Pass and Netflix. Yeah, it's not the same. And what I was mentioning earlier too is just the fact that the experience of buying a game, going in store, making a purchase. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good things about today's day and age and how easy it is to get games. Like release date, launch, go ahead, pre-order, easy, download, all that stuff. But like back in the day, being able to buy this right in the back of the car, open the manual, and read the manual in anticipation of playing the game, reading about Sonic, reading about Shadow for the first time, it's just, there's nothing quite like it. There's nothing quite like that experience. You can't get that today. You know? Definitely nostalgic about that. Definitely nostalgic about that. Can I even put this back in now? How the hell did I have this? Oh, so tough to actually pull out now. Oh god. All right. Back just in time. Me in the car, dude. Once Shadow showed up on that stage, I forget the stage name now. But literally the second level. Insane. I know. I realized I was trying to put this back away, and that's what I said. I apologize. Information age, I know. Like I said, there are pros and cons of that in today's day and age, but there's nothing quite like owning it physically. Trying to put it Listen, I had to pull out and then try to put it back in. What else? How much more clearer can I make it for you guys? You have one kid, you're doing good. I'm at 3. And the games kind of worked when you boot them up day one. That's true. Yeah, now every game has like a day one patch, right? Every game has a day one patch. How do we change the setting to mature? You guys can't. Contact ESRB, dudes. Yes, ESRB. I mean, like I said, there are pros and cons. Like, you know, today's day and age, right? Like you get add-ons and DLCs, which, you know, a lot of times cost money, but some of them are good. Some of them are good DLCs, but more often than not, it's hard to compare it to because now games are so complex in nature in terms of how they look, how they play. It's not quite like one-to-one, you know? I fear I've missed a quote. There's been a couple of quotes that there was a couple of quotes that I strung up together kind of back to back there. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely on me. Definitely on me. You didn't miss anything. Trust. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, we're back. He was just talking about pulling out and putting. I was talking about the manual, guys. Man, out of context, out of context. So this next section is actually, it's a modern retro section. It's a manual. It's a. I was not manually doing it. All right. This is a modern retro section. You'll understand what I mean in a second here. But remember when Nintendo and Sega were putting out the mini consoles? No, you're good, Chris. So we have the NES Classic Edition, which came out 2015. Was it 2015? It might have been 10 years ago at this point. Yeah, you might be right. 11 years ago, I guess. Super Nintendo Classic. Funny enough, I also have the European version of the Super Nintendo Mini. I also have the European version. Yeah, so much, dude, Patty. I've collected so much over the years. Yeah, I remember ordering this off a European website. I ordered this off a European, or it was like, I think a French website. And I was like, there's no way they're gonna ship it to Canada. There's just no way. This is like a store based in France that was selling these, and I was like, there's no way, but I'm gonna try. And they actually shipped it to me. I was like, what the hell? Oh, I had to try. I mean, dude, no joke. Like, if you compare the Super Nintendo that we had in North America compared to the European one, like, it's no contest, in my opinion, that the design of the European one looks cooler. I think the one thing that the North American system had right is that the Y and X buttons here were concave, whereas all the buttons here are convex. I really like the concave feel of holding the Y button, for example. Or that was like the one good thing I think we had. Which games are in that? Let's see. We have Super Mario World, Super Metroid, Star Fox 2, the unreleased game, Super Mario Kart, Super Mario RPG, Final Fantasy 3, F-Zero, Donkey Kong Country, Secret of Mana, Super Castlevania, Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, Contra 3, Earthbound, Super Punch-Out, Street Fighter 2, Super Mario World 2, Kirby's Dream. Like, there's just Mega Man 10. Like, dude. Yeah, I think they're all the same. I think. It should be. Yeah, I think they're all the same. This one actually says 20 plus 1 games, whereas this one doesn't state how many games. So there's that. We also have the Sega Genesis. This one I don't have in plastic, but yeah, most of them I do have in plastic, Chris, because I just wanted to take that extra level of care. At some point, I should probably do the same with this one. I just need to find an actual plastic for it, because I think at the time when I purchased these ones, they were out, and this one didn't have it out yet, so I might just have to go back. But Sega Genesis Mini, which had 40 Sega Genesis games plus 2 bonus titles. Take my money, take my money. They probably only shipped to Quebec because of the French connection. I don't know. Maybe Matt. Maybe that they were like, oh, this guy's, he's our cousin. Might as well. Probably a lie. Law of France has to ship anything to Canada. Nah. Imagine those, Gabber. Imagine. I gotta fix those commands. I apologize for the mishap with the emote there at the end. This is the mini version. Yeah, these are the mini versions of the game of the thing. One of them had a different one. Might have been the Japan one. Yes, I think the Japan version did have a different version. Different, like a couple different games. Like, as much as these would be cool to just have collection like I do now, maybe I will like start busting them out and showing Maya what the old school games were like. I already started her playing a little bit of N64. She was playing Mario Kart today. It's tough because the N64 controller wasn't necessarily like the most friendly to use, so especially with small hands. The real ones are way bigger. Yes. Yeah, they are. I actually just showed the Sega Genesis earlier. Everything is sealed and perfect. I definitely did my best. Some things are in better condition than others, but overall, I'm very happy with the way I kept everything after all these years. Used to podcast about gaming, don't miss it. Made me hate gaming for about 2 years. I feel like sometimes that's the case whenever you get into invested in anything. Like one summer I worked as a video game tester, and I would come home and have zero interest in playing video games. That whole summer, I don't think I ever played, like I barely played any video games because that was my job, to find bugs in video games. It was like a summer job when I was 16 or something, and I was like, oh man, like it was fun, but it was also made me hate video games for a summer. Anyways. Are you gonna go see the Mario movie? At some point, yes. And I would like to bring the daughter for that too. I might wait like a couple weeks, let things cool down. Although I guess at this point, like in this day and age, I don't know, movie theaters are not packed like they used to be, so. New Mario movie seems fire, yes. Did you see who they announced it? Yes. Yes. A certain, yes. I know who you're referring to. Yeah, crowds are a pre-COVID concept. Yeah, I know. It's so strange to think about it that way, right? Because like up until then, dude, you really had to plan for that. Like a movie theater being sold out, was not uncommon. All right, we're getting there. They gotta go fast. I'm looking forward to the next Sonic movie too. They did like the teaser trailer for that. It looks cool too. And Sonic has been killing it as well, so. Makes me wonder who they didn't announce it yet. Yeah, I know. The thing about that though, the one thing that I hate about like modern movies is that they give away at least half of it with their trailers. There's no mystery in the trailers anymore. It's like, oh, this is what's going to happen in the movie. Doesn't show everything, obviously, but it shows enough to like gather what's happening. Sonic CD and Sonic 06, it looks sick. The music and obviously like having Metal Sonic, like, dude, Jim Carrey making an exception in his acting career to stick around with Sonic is insane too, if you think about it. He was like, yeah, I'm retired. And then next thing you know, he's doing 3 Sonic movies, probably a 4th here. A Super Smash movie will happen soon. Are you saying that as like definitive or as in you think? I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I mean, it seems like they're building up for this whole cast. Oh, I don't really have much to show in this box, but I raise you a GameCube. I raise you a game. Oh man! All right. Yeah, I just have the GameCube in that one. Nothing crazy. Absolutely goated. It's cubes, bro. Thank you, thank you. I hope his face loses some swelling soon. Oh, that was a whole thing too, where people were saying that Jim Carrey wasn't Jim Carrey. The last 4 chords in the trailer are in the Sonic 4 teaser are from In His World from Sonic 06. Ah, okay, good catch, good catch. Just remember the new Mario movie has 2 end credit scenes like this guy's 2 game. Yeah, you know why I had 2 GameCubes though? Because my parents were like, well, my parents got divorced when I was like 2 years old. So for as long as I was a kid and everything, I would spend some time with my dad, some time with my moms. And during this era, I was very big on the GameCube, and I think I just had a GameCube on my mom's and a GameCube on my dad's, essentially, which is why I have 2 GameCubes. I also have my Wii remotes here. Yeah, W parents. I think I also had 2 N64s, but that was like as far as the doubling up of consoles went. To be fair, the N64 and the GameCube are probably the 2 consoles I played the most ever in my life outside of like Xbox 360. Like once I got to that age, I'm just talking about like, younger Wolf, if you will. Parents were divorced, they didn't communicate, and he got double Christmas winning. It's funny because like my daughter, even though me and my wife are obviously together, my daughter, she knows like certain things if she comes to me or certain things she goes to her mom. Like she already plays her parents, But when you're divorced, when your parents are divorced, you get a chance to do that even more because they're not necessarily communicating at the same level as a parent, like a household, 2 parents, So you can get away with certain things like being like, oh, well, did you ask your mom? Be like, yeah, I asked my mom. She said it was okay. Oh, okay, that's fine by me. Or, like things like that. You could get away with a lot more with divorced parents. So I'm not going to lie. Like, I definitely, as a kid, use that to my advantage, knowing that, hey, maybe my mom would say no to this, but my dad would say yes. So if I went to the weekend over to my dad's, he'd say yes. I'd buy a rated M mature game. I'd bring it back to me and my mom's, play it there. Like, you know what I'm saying? The gel grip is actually, dude, the gel grip is perfect condition. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. Hi, my name is Omniscient Wolf, and I was spoiled with games. I was definitely a fortunate kiddo. I was definitely a fortunate kiddo. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Oh man. Dude, Matt, like legit. I was probably the most well-adjusted, happy divorced kid. To be fair, my parents divorced when I was 2, right? So for me, memory-wise, I never had a memory of them together. So I think it's tougher for children of divorce, obviously, if they have that memory. For me, it was just like, oh, this is normal. Like, okay, yeah, sure, I have friends that have parents that are together, but in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, it's perfectly normal that I spend some time with my mom and some time with my dad, and they don't talk to each other, and you know, no cell phones, so no texting questions. At that point, yeah, you're right. I mean, cell phones were definitely a little bit coming up and stuff at a certain point, but by that point, I was like already a teenager. It was a little bit different. But as a kid, yeah, it was. You had to pick up a phone, make a call, like on a landline, right? So maybe having it boxed up, yeah, maybe that's what I did it. Because I definitely used it definitely used the Wii a lot when I was younger. Lots of Wii Sports, I would say. I didn't play too many other games besides like the obvious ones, like Super Mario Galaxy and all that jazz. But landline, baby, remember what that was? Remember that what that was? Oh, yeah. I definitely have more boxes there, but I think we're getting to the point where a lot of the box stuff that I have is more like consoles and stuff than actual video games. We have gone through a lot of the video games already, so. Peak tech was wireless phones in the house, powered by magic, dude. Wireless phones, and then, I mean, thank you for the pin, Chris. Chris pinned his own message. I love it, but accurate too. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Pagers were another thing. Other kids, I got a Game Boy Advance for my birthday because my mom and dad love me. Wolf, yeah, well, I got 2 GameCubes because my parents. Like I said, not wrong. There's more, dude. I have 4 more boxes. 4 more boxes. Simple PS2 controller here, nothing crazy. One of the see-through ones. Here's the Dreamcast, baby. Here's the Dreamcast, baby. Oh, yeah. You have 3 PS2 parts, 2s for parts, Neon? For parts? I'm glad you guys are getting a kick out of this. I also have the PS2 in here. I don't really want to take it out. Don't really want to take it out, so I'm just going to show the box. You can see it there. There's a Dreamcast as well. Not cubular, you only deal with cubes. Gotcha. Here's the Dreamcast controller, though. This has also gone gray, honestly. Used to be so white. The Dreamcast controller, I'm pretty sure, had Hall effect sticks, by the way. I think this was one of the first. You correct me if I'm wrong. Someone could fact check me if you guys want to, but I'm pretty sure the Dreamcast was the first controller, or among the first controllers to have Hall effect sticks. I'm pretty sure. Look at the dirt on that thing. Wash your hands, dude. I swear, like, this is just over time. It's not me disintegrating it. I was pretty good at this age to like wash my hands and make sure they were clean and stuff. It's all gamer grip, naturally. You guys remember this thing? This was like the Dreamcast memory card that you could actually play on. I wonder if it's still. I probably need to replace the battery on it. Let's be honest. Need to replace the battery. Probably doesn't even have my save files anymore. You could play on that? Yes! There were like mini games on it. Like there was a whole Sonic Adventure Chow Garden thing, you know? That is a chunky controller. It wasn't hard to use though. Like it was pretty ergonomic. Like it looks weird. It looks weird. but it was fairly easy to use. No, not the full Sega game. Not the full Sega game. That's from it sitting in a room while he was smoked out back. Well, like the same thing with the Super Nintendo console, you know, like the Super Nintendo console also became this gray, unfortunately. Kind of looks decent from behind. What do you mean by that? No, I know. Yeah, it looks. They went for a very futuristic look with it. Looks kind of scary with like the angularness of it, but it was actually pretty good. Pretty good. With the power of Magic Eraser, it could look brand new. I'm sure if I put some grit and muscle into some of these things, I could definitely make them look better. What do you mean by that? I'm trolling too much. It's been fun. No, absolutely. By all means, this is just like a fun little show and tell session. Honestly, like, yeah, it's just been a fun show and tell session. I need to figure out how I add this. That's the tricky part sometimes of these boxes when they're so packed, is like trying to figure out how I had certain things in. All right, we're getting close to the home stretch. We have 5 boxes left, more or less. 5 boxes. I'm exhausted, guys. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna have to dust out the area too after this for sure. Especially like the monitors. Give it a good wash. Don't clean it, let that wisdom show. We want that age grit. I mean, unless I'm yeah, I mean, if I'm not reselling, there's no point, honestly. There's no point. Antiques Roadshow condition. I bet you can make space if you sold a few or buy a bigger house. Oh, you know what? I like that. I like where your head's at, Gamer. I like where your head's at. Buy a bigger house, naturally. Naturally. That would be the only reason to buy a bigger house. I'm very happy and comfortable with my current house. If I were to buy a new one, it would just be for the boxes, obviously. You know, low key though. Low key, it would be sick at some point to have like a true man cave, you know? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. I think it'd be cool to have like all these retro consoles out and about, being able to play whatever you want, but not for the family. No, the games. Exactly. We don't need a bigger house for the family. Come on. There's 3 of us. Plus the cats. Plus the cats. Maybe Maya will sell them one day, so clean them. Who knows, man? Like I said, in 30 years from now, who knows what's what? Who knows what's what? The whole world is going to be digital. All this physical stuff. Who knows if people will still be invested in it? I mean, it would definitely be more rare in 30 years from now than now. It's already becoming more and more rare because, I mean, they obviously don't produce these things anymore. Unless you're talking about like recreations. If you guys know about the analog 3D, that's like a recreated N64 for the modern TV. It does like 4K, you know, 4K within reason. If she sells them, this man will rise up from the grave and haunt her and be like, absolutely not. I might have to, man. Honestly, that might be the one thing to get me out of my grave. No, but like it's one of those things where I have no interest in selling right now. I don't know. Like, it's so nice to have them, but also, like, on the flip side of that, like, what am I keeping them for? Right? It's all sentimental value for the most part. And no, economic value too for a lot of these things. No, don't get me wrong there, but yeah, it's a weird thing because there's a certain materialistic quality to all this, right? Because it's mine, it's my possession, I own it, I love it. There's a lot of memories. There's no doubt about that. A lot of memories, like I said, sentimentality behind it. So even though like these things might be worth 5 digits all together, it's one of those things where I just can't part ways with it. Maybe one day, but yours are hooked up. Yeah, which consoles do you have hooked up, Chris, right now? Capitalism requires your sacrifice. Capitalism definitely got the best of me in the 90s, even though I wasn't really in the late 90s, early 2000s, even though I wasn't the one necessarily spending the money or making the money at that point. I definitely begged and begged enough from the parents, and once again, getting a little bit of an allowance to make certain ends meet, if you will. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you're absolutely right. It's like a capitalistic thing, you know, being able to own all this. SNES, GameCube, Genesis. Gratitude, citizen. Those would be the ones I would probably want to keep up. Well, N64 is probably another one I want to have out there. SNES, Genesis, N64, GameCube would be cool ones to have out, I think. Yeah. That's, if I had to choose like 4 consoles to put out, those would be the 4 I think I would keep out. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. If anyone gets, if anyone guesses what this is, I will flip out. Chair stream. We don't have a chair command. I thought we did have a chair command. PS1 and 2 are put away because I have the emulators on my PC. Oh well. Yeah, I mean it's hard to beat emulation, right? The convenience aspect of it. Anybody know what this is? Oh, I almost gave it away there in the front. Anybody know what this is? This is the side view, which is pretty much the same all around. Oh, I have the Elgato Embrace chair, Gammer. We got it about 3 weeks ago. The Elgato Embrace chair. Any guesses? No? No? This was something called the
Holy chat!
Ouya. Holy chat. You know, the Guja, close enough. The Ouya. Ouya. It was like a small Android-based console that was supposed to be super popular, but never really took off, honestly. Never really took off. A pencil sharpener. Does kind of have that look. Elgato makes chairs now? Yes. Yes, they got into the chair business this year. This year. Like, I want to say 6 to 8 months ago. But they kind of released a chair and there weren't enough chairs to meet the demand. But I think now they're in a pretty good position with the stock of chairs. But yeah, they make chairs. How's the cushion on that chair? Very comfy. I haven't had any issues with it. Like, it's solid. It's got a nice like downward slope curvature for your legs. Yeah, it's been really easy to switch. I used to have an ergocentric chair, which is also a very good chair. In fact, I use the ergocentric chair in my office upstairs. Very solid, but yeah, I've had no complaints with this. And this headrest is also optional. Like, you could keep it off or have it on. I like having it on because every once in a while, like, I'll go like this and it's like nice to have there. But I've never heard of that. Yeah, it was sort of, what's the expression? Like a hot flash, like a flash in the pan or whatever the expression is. Like, it came and went, essentially. It came and went. Oh, dude. Gammer, you were talking about the Dreamcast controller. But come on, guys. Like, let's be real. Whose hands were supposed to hold this? Like, what are we doing? Dreamcast controller used Hall Effect 6. Thank you, Crappy. Thank you for confirming. I wasn't going crazy. Dreamcast was one of the first controllers to use Hall Effect sticks. It was ahead of its time in every way, and you never heard of the Dreamcast controller gaining drift. To be fair, Dreamcast wasn't the most popular console to begin with and didn't last very long. I think it was like 2 years that it lasted, so not enough time to have enough use cases, I guess, but still. Kane Chong, dude, like, Kane Chong. I do have... Except why was the cable on the bottom of the controller? Yes, that was a bad move. Because you would just end up bending it. I don't know what the idea was behind that. You got a Dreamcast, Luden? Let's go, fellow Dreamcast user. Now, this, although this was like a third-party controller, I didn't have the official first-party. This is what they ended up moving towards, which was a little bit better. Still a little bit on the bigger side, but eventually it did get smaller than this. This was another version of it. My God. Yeah. But there was a version, an official version of this that was a smaller version. You know? This was just a third-party one that I had from PowerPad. Looks like Batman. Wait, it's coming tomorrow? Wait, Luden, you ordered the Dreamcast? Like off eBay or something? I could call it a crappy... I'm not going to take it out of the box because it is a chunker. Oh. By the way, I also had the microphone. Like the karaoke microphone. The remote, yes. You see that? The remote. DVD remote. But yeah, here's the Xbox. Here's the Xbox. I will never get an OG Xbox unless I can play with a 360 controller. Well, the good thing is that the OG Xboxes, like I said, did have a version of the controller that was much, much smaller and compressed. The Xbox 360 controller, absolutely goated for sure. I will say, like, the Xbox Series controller, the form of it is perfect for me. But yeah, the Xbox 360 controller definitely, like, lasted for so long, and I think I'm pretty sure I still have mine somewhere, and it is absolutely decrepit. Absolutely decrepit. Isn't one of the memory or timing chips dying in the original Xbox? Does yours work? I have not plugged mine in ages. I believe so. Where else are you streaming from? I'm streaming on Twitch as well, Luden. I'm streaming on Twitch, I'm streaming on Kick, I'm streaming on YouTube, I'm streaming on Twitter. The main one that you're seeing, Luden, in terms of chat on the bottom is Twitch. If you look at the bottom of the screen. They originally made the smaller S-Type. That's the one, S-Type, for the Japanese market, but they took it here too. Dude, that was the smartest move because the original Duke is insane. Once again, no idea who that was built for. No idea. All right. Freaking, it's crazy how heavy the original Xbox was. Luden, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. Thank you. Welcome. Good to see you. My God, we have a YouTube convert. Welcome in. I do have to check those commands once again. I changed the emote expression. What's up, Kayla? Oh my God, you know what's crazy? If you're like putting an Xbox inside a box, now it's a console box. I'm completely blown away by that revelation, Kayla. Completely blown away. Welcome, one of us. It's a known thing with original Xboxes. There's a replacement for it. Gotcha. It's like a ticking time bomb, crappy. Kayla with the check-in. What's up, Kayla? The scream emote. Okay, let me put this away. Like I said, we have about 4 boxes left, and it is currently 11:15, so we're right on time, actually. Right on time. I want to get all the PlayStations and Xbox, my dream. Like PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox. I don't know if you want to get the One S, One X, or Jeff Rodeo out right now for free? Jeff? Hefe? I've had this exact sentence said to me many times. Wow. Wow, so humble. I just had a Wii Fit. I don't know why. I used it a few times with the Wii Fit game, but I don't know. I think I just got it for cheap on eBay or something. So, in fact, it was for the Wii Fit U, but it was compatible with the Wii Fit. I never had a Wii U. I only had a Wii. A gaming PC is definitely life-changing, Luna. Can't say, yeah, definitely life-changing to have a gaming PC. I've never been happier to switch. Sell it! I don't know how much it's worth, actually. I'm curious. Oh, hi for real this time. Oh, hi, Drecky, for real. Can't you get a bunch of old PlayStation games on PS5? I think you can. Some of them are backwards compatible natively, I think, maybe. And then most of them, I think you need to get like a PlayStation Plus license with that particular like tier for that. I need to calm down? There's no need to have a Wii Fit? Oh, I see what you're doing there, Kayla. I'm having a fit. We are having a fit. Whew. Dude, I'm exhausted. That must be rare as heck. Let's go see. Let's go check price charting. I have a feeling it's not that rare, is it? Wii U Fit. Wii U Fit with Fit meter. No. Where is it? Where am I looking for? Oh, Wii U Fit with the balance board. It is about $100 Canadian if you were to sell it. $100 Canadian. Not bad, not bad. Kayla with the 5 stream streak. Shout out to the broken streak because I slept so much I missed like 3 streams in a row. You're good, Kayla. You're good. Like I said, it's cool when I see stream streaks, go up, but at the same time, I'm not like, hyper fixated on them. Like, how dare you, Kayla? How dare you not keep your streak? Gosh. After inflation, you lost $60 Canadian. Sell it. God damn it. God damn it. Trying to cut my losses now. Over my dead body. Yeah, precisely. Precisely. Over my dead body. Sell it to you. Everybody wants to buy my games now. The stream streak stuff is broken. I've had it broken so many times. Yeah, I agree. I thought I was going to lose my first badge for that. Not yet. Not yet. I can't take it away from you until you are no longer subscribed, Kayla. So I'm waiting for your sub to run out, and then I'll take it off, okay? I've literally typed on chats and not had them register. I feel like you need to be in the chat for like 5 minutes at least for it to register you as being there. But also, sometimes you're there. Yeah, I don't know. It's inconsistent. Just slackers. Oh, there you go. I mean, Drecky is definitely climbing up there. You wouldn't dare. No, I couldn't. It's irrevocable. That's the thing. You can't just like take away a founder's badge and then give it back. It goes to the next person in line, These are apparently some random games that I have. Just out and about. I don't have them in box for some reason. I don't know why, but like OG Max Payne. There's Vice City. You got Brute Force over here. Shenmue. And anyways, other games too. Just some random ones. Is any of your stuff Canadian exclusive? I have a feeling some of them would be. I mean, also it depends on what kind of a Canadian exclusiveness. Like a lot of our games will be bilingual in terms of the marketing material and the manuals and stuff. So I guess in some ways it's different, but I wouldn't say like very like special. Oh man. What is the difference in the axe and sword emblem for mods? So sword is mods. The axe is lead mod. That was something that Twitch introduced like 3-4 months ago. Lead mod can do a couple more things than mods. Nothing too crazy aside from like being able to add or remove moderators, which is kind of cool. Not that I'm expecting Eric to do that, but and I think there's one more thing they can do. I can't remember what it is exactly, but it's like a couple more permissions. Sword is a bit tricky. We wait till our lead bot sleeps and we riot. Yes, which happens around this time, like, you know, within the next probably 10 to 15 minutes. Mr. Eric is gonna crash out. Oh, dude, actually really cool. So this was a sticker, like you could, okay, how do I explain this? Essentially, this was a way to put stickers on top of your cartridge, because on the N64, the sticker was only in the front of the cartridge, right? So sometimes if you had your like 64 collection stacked up, you wouldn't be able to tell like what games are out. These were like custom stickers that you could put on top of your games. On the top of the cartridges so that you could easily tell what game it is. Obviously, I didn't use all of them because these are 296 stickers for 296 N64 games, which I do not own 296 games. I do not. Axe mods get a pay bump? Yes. Instead of $0, they get $0 and a pat on the back. You're absolutely correct. Sticker giveaway. Yeah, anybody want some N64 stickers right there? Anybody want some N64 stickers? I'm already asleep, you fools. I'm surprised you're not already timing out people, Darcy. Dude. Axe mods get called a good boy. I mean, Eric will have to confirm or deny that one. 0 times $100. Yeah, I mean it's pretty lucrative, I would say. Pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. These are some NES games that I had. I'm not gonna, I mean, this one's kind of like ambiguous, but we have Super Mario Brothers 3. This is old. This is old, dude. This is like, this game came out before I was born. The first game I've ever owned. This is the legit the first game. It's not like a extra copy or anything. This is the first game I've ever owned. Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. Chai tea. Oh my god. Like, yeah, crazy. I will take that video. Can you show me your Dreamcast collection? I already put it away. It wasn't very large. I had like Sonic Adventure 2, Quake 3 Arena, Unreal Tournament, Sonic Shuffle. I had Toy Story 2, I think it was, or like I had one of the Toy Story games. I can't remember. And I also had like a Spawn game, Spawn as well. You are Unk? I know, dude. I mean, this is proof. This is proof, Sebastian, that I am Unk. I am indeed Unk. What's going on, Sebastian? Dude, this is what you used to be able to play. Like, for those of you that don't know, like Duck Hunt on the TV. This is what you have to use. I know you can't even use this without a CRTV. I think they have. I don't know if they have this out or if they were working on it, but I thought they had like a adapter for modern TVs. If they didn't have an adapter, they definitely have like a different like light gun. Even like the light guns for like the Time Crisis on the PS2 and stuff. I did play Crazy Taxi on the Dreamcast, yeah, but it wasn't a game that I owned. There was only one that I rented. AtariWare, that's before my time. That's before. I mean, even the NES technically is before my time because that came out in like 85. I was born in 89. So that was my first console, was an NES. Whoa! 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 What's crazy to think, though, is that these things I know for a fact work. Like, I know they work today. Like, this controller right here works perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. My first console was the one my aunt gave me, SNES. That's a solid starting point as well. That was probably the one I spent more time on because I did play on the NES, but the SNES was really the first console I would say I played a significant amount of time, along with the Sega Genesis. Along with Sega Genesis. With Mario World, yes, Super Mario World was probably my most played game. I beat the crap out of that game. Time to buy a CRT. You know what's crazy? Is I plugged in my N64 on my TV. My TV here actually has an AV adapter. It's like a modern HD TV, 4K, whatever. But it's crazy because CRTVs, first of all, are super, super heavy. Like they weigh a ton. I had a CRTV dropped on my foot once. I was incapacitated for like a week. Salty. They're freaking heavy. They're freaking heavy. But CRTV TVs had some of the best response times from TVs in terms of like input latency and stuff. So like right now when I'm playing on the N64, on my basement TV, I actually feel delayed. Whereas I remember clearly with a CRTV screen, instantaneous input. Instantaneous. It's crazy. Apparently, you can get both an adapter and a new model gun. Okay, cool. I had read up on one of the projects. Can't remember which one it was. Apparently, the G-Sync Pulsar Fit monitors fix this now. Really? For like old school gaming? Oh, and here's another piece of grayed out equipment. Not as grayed out as the SNES, but here is the NES. They introduced a 60 hertz mode that doesn't need a GeForce card. Oh. You want to get rid of it? Wait, which one? What do you want to get rid of? I forgot. Oh. I just found my Game Boy transfer cable too, by the way. There it is. Oh, CRT? Gotcha. They're super inconvenient. It's awesome to have, but also, like I said, super inconvenient to actually have at the end of the day. Like, they really are this piece of TV furniture that's huge and, like, yeah, it's not convenient at all. Not convenient in the slightest. Oh. I have it like this. Yeah, I like it. Did I miss anything? Oh my god. We're getting close to the end, guys. We're getting close to the end. We're almost there. Yeah, the old transfer cables to do like good old-fashioned trades or battles on Pokemon. You got any PC handhelds? I do not. No. I had a Game Boy, but it's obviously not like a PC handheld. No PC handhelds, no like Steam Deck, no Asus, ROG Ally, none of those. Although it would be cool. OLEDs with pulsar will be something to keep an eye out. Oh, even OLEDs now have gotten so advanced, I would say. Like, isn't there like a double OLED screen now? Which apparently is the best of the best that you can get now. I have my N64 and Wii in here, but like they're at the bottom. I don't really want to get them out. I also have some random Xbox 360 games here. This was a game that I picked up, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this game. I don't even know if you guys could recognize who the character is, like the actress in real life. I'll give you guys a few moments to take a look and see. Do you know which actress played this character? They look the same, if you think about it. Zoe Deschanel, not a bad guess. Michonne, nope. Although I can kind of see that with the sword in the back. I'm shaking it. OLEDs are supposed to be even better for motion clarity, but because they don't do scanline thing that CRTs do, they look slower to your eyes. I have an OLED screen and I love my OLED. I can't go back, honestly. That's Bethesda? It is. Good comms. It is a Bethesda game. It is. The game is called Wet, and the actress who plays this character is Eliza Dushku. And I remember I had like the biggest crush on Eliza Dushku when I was younger. And I remember hearing about this game and being like, oh, Eliza Dushku's in it. I'm buying it. You guys don't know Eliza Dushku? Dude, listen. She was in Buffy. She was in the movie New Guy. She's been in a bunch of different things. You guys know her. Such a nerdy crush. My crushes growing up were very simple. Pink Power Ranger, Topanga from Boy Meets World, and Eliza Dushku. Eliza Dushku, essentially. No, you guys know her, 100%. She kind of looks like, what's that actress from How I Met Your Mother? A little bit. Yeah, she was in Buffy, too. These are all... She was Faith as in Buffy. Why are... Like, I hate when this is the thing. Anyways, you guys can look it up after. If you so desire. Yeah, she was in Buffy. Thank you, Scotty. All Pink Power Rangers? No, the original one. Kimberly, or Amy Jo Johnson, if you will. Exactly, Crappy. Exactly. Amy Jo Johnson. Mrs. Wolf can do the best cosplay for you? Oh, shit. No, actually, have I ever mentioned that I had a thing for Eliza Dushku? It might be time to reveal that. I mean, I know she knew about Topanga and the Pink Power Ranger. I don't know if I ever mentioned Eliza Dushku. I was unfamiliar with Miss Dushku's game. I'm just saying. I watched the movie The New Guy way too many times. I'll tell you that much. Night, gang and friends. Good night, Mac. Sleep well. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Appreciate you hanging through this sesh. Thank you. Oh. Oh yeah, I have the N64 there as well. I mean, you guys know what an N64 looks like. I'm not gonna pull it out here. Put this away. All right, we have 2 more boxes and a half, and we're almost done. 2 more boxes and a half. Tekken 3, I guess, on PlayStation. I think like PlayStation 1, I had the console, but I didn't own any games for it. Because I think it was my aunt that actually owned it, and she didn't really buy games. Sheesh. I also have the Time Crisis gun there. Pretty fast box, but honestly, like I said, we're getting to the point where most of the stuff that I'm showing at this point is hardware, not really like games. When the last box actually is also like an Xbox 360, so I'm not gonna pull that out. Whew, my crushes were Jude Law, Ralph Fiennes. I know who Jude Law is. I don't know who Ralph Fiennes is. And some miscellaneous British women. Then Jude Law fell off because he cheated. Oh, did he? I'm not familiar with Jude Law's history. Victoria Justice. Who's that? Oh, Zoe 101. Ah, yes. If I'm being honest, I also had a thing for Hilary Duff in the beginning. Now that you're mentioning like that era of TV. Yeah, Hilary Duff was up there. I remember the movie Agent Cody Banks. Oh, Voldemort? Really? I don't know what he actually looks like, not Voldemort. Oh, I guess I do know who he is. Never mind. Never mind. I know who this is. I know who this is. Hunger Games. He was in other stuff too. Oh. I had a lot of childhood crushes. I mean, that's what they are. The crushes. They come and go. They come and go. Google his young picture. All right. Rolf. Yeah, I mean, a pretty good looking guy. Pretty good looking guy. Victorious. Yeah, good looking guy. What is this? Facebook? I'll get me off Facebook. How old is Hilary Duff? She's got to be like a little bit older than me. 87, so she's 38. She still looks great. All right. We're getting distracted, guys. We're getting distracted. God damn it. That was before his nose fell off. God damn it. Don't tell Pengu. I'm sure Pengu is fine. He'll survive. I'm curious what crushes Pengu had, honestly. Equal Styre, there's the queue. There's the queue. Have a good night, Mr. Eric. Have a good night. I'm gonna open up one more box here, and that should be it. Honestly, that should be it. I'll be back. Whew. Enjoy lawlessness. God damn it. Honestly, I was looking at the other box that I had, and it's all just like controllers, like N64 controllers and GameCube controllers and other controllers and stuff. So not really worth taking out, I would say. But this is definitely one of the coolest things that I think came out in the GameCube era. Like you guys are wondering, like, oh, what is this controller? It's the Wavebird controller with the adapter. Yes, way, yes. So this was literally the what? Welcome back, Ludin. Darcy. Welcome back. No, but yes, This was the GameCube Wavebird controller, which was like one of the first. I don't know if it was one of the first, but I guess PS2 I think had a wireless controller as well. But anyways, this was like the go-to goat for wireless controllers on GameCube. There was like a channel setting on the bottom. You had to make sure it matched the channel setting here on the bottom, and you were kind of good to go. Yeah, synchronized it, and yeah, this was like one of the first wireless controllers to pair up with the GameCube, and it was so good too. The GameCube controller, as weird as like this area here is with the layout, it worked, you know? It worked. But I mean, I definitely can see that it is a bit of a strange one, you know? Even the whole C-stick thing. Like, I don't know, they just they had an interesting thing. Favorite button on the GameCube roller? Oh man, I think it has to be the triggers. The triggers were like the curvature of it, just so satisfying to click. Your childhood controller, right? I mean, weren't the triggers so freaking awesome? I mean, what was it for you, Gammer? Chunk. I mean, this is a little bit on the chunkier side, but it was wireless. It had like a battery compartment here in the back. It feels good though. It feels good. I like B so small. I mean, the B is small. Like you have your gigantic A button and your small B. To be fair, most games rely a lot more on A than they do on B, so kind of makes sense. Critical hit button. Critical hit button. New YouTube video idea, show and tell about all your controllers, man. We could get on that retro stuff real good. But I think what I will end up doing here is putting this all back for another day. I am definitely not in the mood to document everything that there is in here and go through every box one by one. I mean, I just did it on stream, but I didn't like go through every single item. I went through more of like the highlights, if you will. At some point I should though, because it's a lot of stuff and it would be good to document it and have it on record. But I probably will put it back away, tucked in for another day. Like I said, the only reason I really pulled it out for the stream was just because I had gone through a sort of like cleaning of the utility closet where we got rid of a bunch of stuff, a lot of boxes and whatnot. So made some more room in there. And yeah, now it's time for this to go back home. Go back home. What batteries went into that beast? It was just 2 AA's. Just like the modern Xbox controllers, just 2 AA's. I know it looks like it would be bigger than that, but that's all it was. And it lasted a while, if I remember correctly, honestly. It lasted a while. It wasn't like, I don't know, I want to say like at least 40 hours. Chunky ass controller. What's up, Seb? Don't be dissing my Wavebird. But it was so simple. Like I said, you had a channel button here. And you would put it to like channel 1. You'd make sure that this would also match channel 1. And you were pretty much good to go. Pretty much good to go. The roles would be interesting in terms of, in case the video gets discovered, people would love to yap about it. Oh, it's true. YouTube is hard now. People like quality needed is too high because so many people are making so much content. Yeah, it's a lot of YouTube videos these days when it comes to things like that of nature, like a lot of show and tell stuff, is a lot of different cuts, high professional cameras that are providing like the highest quality, different setups. Like it's insane. It's insane. There's like YouTube back in the day when it first came out was simple. You just recorded content and you posted it, and you didn't really have to think twice about it, and it would just, you know, find its audience. But now, honestly, the most important things of any YouTube video is the title and the thumbnail, and the rest of the video is important as well, obviously, to keep people intrigued and kept and watching and all that stuff, viewer retention. But without a good title, without a good thumbnail, a good video could get lost. And the problem is, like, it's hard to figure out what that is, you know? Remember YouTube Rewind? Do they not do that anymore? I do remember YouTube Rewind. I don't know if they stopped that because of the taking notes, Matt. Yeah, it's tricky. Because I do feel like there are certain videos that I've put out in the past where it's like, I feel like I should have done better. And then I'm like, I don't know what it was, you know? But at the same time, it's like one of those things you just don't know. It's... I think they did. Yeah, I think YouTube Rewind was getting more hate than it was worth it at the end of the day. Who won the giveaway? We haven't done it yet. We haven't done it. For everyone that's new to the channel, at this point, it might be just you, Luden. I'm not sure if anyone else is new right now. But at the end of the month, we kind of do like a giveaway. Just FYI. I'm going to go ahead and gather up who's in the top 5 right now. My pleasure, my pleasure. I'm new. Yeah, Sam, you are definitely new. I haven't seen you here before. Sam, how you been? How was your weekend? Hope it was good. Scott with the all-in. Oh no. Oh no, I gotta update the gambling commands. I hope I'm top 5. Let's see. Are you? Oh my god. My only feedback on your videos is cuts. In what sense? Because cuts could mean a lot of different things. Like, do you mean like the cuts are too sudden? Are they not smooth enough? Is there lack of transition? Do I not have enough cuts? Do I have too many cuts? Actually, I'll DM. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good, Darcy. By all means. Vacation week. Nice. Huh? Are you taking any advantage? Are you doing anything special? Or are you just chilling at home? Everybody's big gambling right now. Hell yeah. Let me go to the website. Let me pull up. Well, I have the top 5 here. Let me copy that. Let me copy that. Bada bing, bada boom. This, that. Chook. But yeah, YouTube is interesting because even YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you want, there are some videos that I put the minimal amount of effort in and they turn out to be the best. And there are other videos where I put a lot more effort into it and they sort of like flop. So there's no special formula. I don't think it exists. Like it just is what it is sometimes. But yeah, definitely one of those things where it's like sometimes it just goes to show you just never know. You just never know. I made a video about the video game Towerborn. Back when I made this video on Towerborn, it was just like a minute-long highlight package of the game, or maybe it was like 10 seconds long. I can't remember. But this clip was Towerborn before the game came out fully, like it was in early access. And now Towerborn is out. And all of a sudden, I've have like 20,000 views on that video, whereas I had like 500 before. It's insane. It's insane. Like some of the videos that just all of a sudden find a second win, especially on YouTube. Other channels are a little bit hard to find, but YouTube, like, you definitely have content that can pop off later. Only chilling in my parents' home. Nice. I've been eating good. I imagine you're eating good. I mean, listen, nothing beats your parents cooking usually, right? I don't gamble because I want to cry at the end. I mean, to be fair, you're probably better off not gambling. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's see. I just want to check something real quick. I want to give you guys an idea. Yeah, here you go. Here's an interesting idea. This is the Towerborn video. So it's got 10K views. It's a short, 15 seconds long, nothing crazy. I first posted it on March or May 10th, 2025. And then all of a sudden, on February like 24th, this happened. So it just goes to show that you just never know what could happen when it comes to like discovery of your content. And I think this pretty much aligned when the game released. And this was when it was like in early access. No, so I guess no one really cared about it in early access. But when it got fully released, then there was like eyes on it. Similar thing with this video. And this one also perplexes me, by the way. This video is on the best way to capture clips in OBS. And when I first posted it, it did nothing for a long time. For a long time. This is like a video that's over almost 3 years old at this point. And then, like, it started picking up a little bit here. And then it kept going. After a year, 2 years. Like, what? Went from, like, 1,000 views, this 1 minute short, to 32,000. So, yeah, I mean, it just... And this is not like even like a video game release. This is literally like a video on how to capture clips. I don't know. Like, this is like an evergreen content that would have been good regardless. Anyways, I digress. Let's get into the giveaway. It doesn't make sense now. Like, and I've tried to wrap my mind around it too sometimes. And honestly, like, I feel like if I was someone that took this super seriously, then at that point maybe like I would drill in and try to like do like A/B testing and all these kind of things. But at the end of the day, like, I primarily do it because I enjoy it. Like, if I put out a video, it's because I think it's cool. It's a nice idea. If it pops off, obviously that's like bonus for me. But gamble. Oh no, Axion. Oh no. I had a recent video that was doing well, but then it just hit a curb and hasn't had any growth for a few days. I have been fun making content again, though. That's the point, right? Like, that's where it really matters. At the end of the day, like, if you're having fun with it, great. And I will say, like, I've had those videos too, where they'll do well in the beginning, and then next thing you know, they're done and over with in a short amount of time. Like, it's not even the fact that it lasted a week. It's like a day. After a day, it's dead. It's, you know, it's got no legs to run on anymore, you know? You gotta update the commands with the correct emotes. Yes, all the commands are updated, except for the gambling ones and the timers. That's what I gotta do. I gotta go back to the gambling and the timers. But all the commands should be updated, aside from those two. But yes, I have taken note of that to do that right after the stream is over. Right after the stream is over, before I put everything away. Good comms. Good luck. We have Zero, Darcy, Lilith. Zero again, because he finished first, so he gets 2 entries. Eco and Patty. Let me just double check that those are indeed the top point getters. It looks like it is. It was rigged. Cut that big camera. Scott and Gammer rigging it. Okay, here we go. Spinning the wheel. And the winner is Lilith. Lilith with the W. I will message Lilith after and tell her what she wants. She's probably going to take the Xbox Live code, I think, but we shall see. Congrats to Lilith. I'll make sure to reset the points for tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're gonna go back to the finals, obviously, as well as Thursday. That is the plan. I do want to dive into ranked at some point. Maybe next week for that. Maybe next week. Maybe. I do have an announcement tomorrow morning. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Aside from that, we're just vibing. We're chilling. Should I just announce it now? What do you guys think? Like, you guys get first dibs? It's going to be posted at like 9 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah? You guys sure? I mean, not even here. Go next. No, you guys, yeah, nah, I shouldn't. What if we died? Well, that would be horrible because, well, because you guys would be dead, but also because the thing that I'm announcing is for April 25th. Because you see, on April 25th, we will be on the front page of Twitch. We will be on the front page of Twitch. So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We're going to be live on Twitch on the front page from April 25th, on April 25th from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern, baby. Super excited. So it's going to be a lot more activity probably happening. I'll definitely reach out to the mods in general just to, give a heads up like, hey, there might be some trolling. I do have some ideas in mind in terms of like making it like a little more of an eventful stream, like eventful in the sense of like having activities around it, but I obviously still in brainstorm mode and stuff, but we'll see. Chat behaved that day. Yeah, it doesn't matter what stream it is. Chat's not behaving. Come on. I will be there with my hammer. It's 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern. So it's going to be a nice little 8-hour chunk. So a longer stream than usual as well. And yeah. And my axe. I will be there with my hammer and my axe. Only an 8-hour stream. Only. I know. We're famous. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know. So yeah, I'm going to announce it tomorrow morning. But super exciting because it's the first time we've done that. So hey, Ludin, you have yourself a good night. Thank you for hanging out. You have you have yourself a good night. Thanks for coming in. And thanks for stopping in on the Twitch side of things as well. Might as well go 24 hours. I mean, might as well, right? Might as well just keep it going. Like, I'll probably get on like 3:45-ish. 15 minutes before. Make sure we get it all settled in before like the actual, I guess, influx of that happens. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. It's not gonna be stressful at all. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna go well. No need for modding. It is a Saturday, Dreki. It is a Saturday, so a rare Saturday stream. 23 hours will work. I'll do 23 hours? So kind of you. So kind of you. Boo, you're working that day, aren't you, Dreki? Thank you, Gammer. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate it. Yeah, it's cool. I've applied for it a couple of times now. I haven't gone in until now, so I know it's tough competition because obviously, like, it's the front page of Twitch, right? So it's hard to accommodate for everyone. But I don't know when the next time I'll be able to get on that. But this is definitely sort of like I don't want to say once in a lifetime, but a rare opportunity for sure. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. I'll be off that day. Let's go. No pressure. By the way, like as I announce this too, like no pressure to actually. I know it's a big day for me, but if you guys have stuff to do, like do what you got to do. Like don't like. Anyways. What I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, it's just another day. Like, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's another day. Life goes on. I'm excited, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyways. I'll put an earbud in. Let's go. All right, guys. Much love. You guys take it easy. I'm going to find someone to raid out to here. Who do we want to raid out to? Thank you guys for coming in for this rare stream. Wait, no way. Jim is playing Star Fox 64. I think it's meant to be, man. I think it's meant to be. Thank you for the end credits, Dreki. Thank you. What are you planning to do for it? So I have a couple ideas. I do have a bunch of Embark $5 multi-bucks codes, so I might do a bit of a challenge for that stream where it's like, hey, if you can carry me to a cash out win, you get $5. See if we could do some giveaways maybe. So maybe we'll have like a join queue going on. We'll see. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be April 25th. It's Strawberry's birthday. Is she streaming? Is she streaming right now? Because I kind of committed to Jim here, but bet I need the coins. I also have a premium pass to give away at some point. She is streaming? Okay. We did raid Jim recently, so we'll do the birthday stream instead. We'll do the birthday stream. That's fair. Yes, yes. But we have some goodies. Ambar creator, surprise, surprise, pays off. Pays off. Hey, good night, Matt. Thank you for chilling out. Feel better as well. Enjoy the grind. The marathon grind. I know you've been putting in that time. I think I saw you playing yesterday with what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? I definitely looked for a bit. You were playing with Quick. You were playing with Kelly. And then I think someone else, I can't remember who. Okay, let's go send it to Madison for her birthday. Rate. Oh, it's so tough with her username, because there's so like 3 letters for this, 5 letters for that. Custom games before the finals. If we have enough players, we could do that. And I'm assuming if we hire on the front page and there's people watching the finals directory, we might have the opportunity to do that. So that'd be really cool too. So I think I will start it off more than likely with this whole challenge, where it's like, hey, we're gonna have like a join queue, get people going, trying to get some wins on the cash out and give away coins. And then depending on time, and also if we have enough, or if we gave it all away, we'll move over to like viewer games, and we'll figure it out. Just ideas. Maybe again tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, so it might have been yesterday that I caught you then. That's why I just write strawberry at this point. Yeah, it's easiest. It was so tough to rate out. I should have just copy pasted instead of like trying to type it out. I literally typed it out like an idiot. Anyways, go show Madison some love. She's like a level 10 hype train right now. Randomizer, I gotta make some loads with new stuff. Perhaps. I'm gonna definitely brainstorm. Keep you guys posted. Much love. Thanks again. You guys take it easy. Ciao, ciao. Socials, raid message. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you guys tomorrow.